I apologize. We had a little technical difficulty with my microphone. So we're going to start over again. So welcome to the Math Lab. This is the ConocoPhillips Math Lab. I'm going to be doing a little magic trick today that's going to be sponsored by ConocoPhillips, hence the ConocoPhillips Math Lab. And we're really excited. We thank ConocoPhillips for everything that they do. Behind me, by the way, in case you're curious, that is our power tower. That is Power Play. We are getting it ready for our grand reopening on June 8th. Circle that date in your calendar. We want you to come out. Give me a big heart if you're excited like I am about us reopening. Now, since we have a nice group here apparently, and who told me that my microphone was not working, and hopefully you can hear me now, what we're going to do is we are going to do a magic trick today. Now, I'm going to, once again, in case you think I had the cards in any way stacked up, I'm going to do a schmear shuffle. This is about as much as I can get a shuffle going where you don't think I've done any sort of trickery. Because remember, I do science and math. I don't do magic, although I love magic. I have loved magic since I was a kid. And that's why I like to do magic tricks that involve math. Because number one, they're pretty foolproof. And number two, they're really still kind of stunning. So we're going to do a little magic trick today. This is 27 cards in this deck. That's why it's not a full deck, it's just a partial deck, 27 cards. And what I need everyone to do is I need everyone to quickly type in a number between 1 and 27, and we're going to pick that card out. So Paige, who is behind the camera, she is wonderful. She is one of our top videographers in the world, and she is going to tell us what number y'all pick so that I can pick out that card for you. So do we have a number yet? No. All right, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to let Paige do the picking for the number here. Okay, 5. Here we go. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th card. So this is your card. I want everyone to look at this card, memorize this card. I'm going to turn away. I don't know what this card is. I can give you all a minute or two just to stare at it, learn that card, memorize that card. Everyone got that card. Hopefully Paige has that card too. So Paige is going to be acting as your eye steers. Now I just stuck it back in there, but I don't want you to think I put it into a particular spot. Once again, I'm going to just mix up the cards like crazy. I'm going to give a couple of ripple shuffles here. I'm just going to mix. You know what? I'm even going to do, whoops, I messed up that ripple shuffle, but I'm just going to do a schmear shuffle. I'm going to do it really, spread them out everywhere. I want that card to be heavily mixed in here because I don't need to know where the card is because you are going to tell me where it is, not directly, but through your brain waves. So believe it or not, humans, when they see something that they recognize, they send out a particular brainwave. And I've trained myself to pick up on those brainwaves. So all you need to do is watch me deal out the cards. And as I deal out the cards, you're going to recognize your card, and I will then be able to pick out that card. All right, so here we go. I'm going to just deal out the cards now. And so I just need everyone to pay attention, look for where that card is. So I'm going to keep dealing them out. And I am listening to your brain waves out there. I'm listening to your brain waves. I'm still listening. And I've run out of cards, and I didn't quite, maybe there's a distance issue. It's been a while. Y'all are pretty far away. Normally I like doing this right in front of people. It gives me better brain waves. Give me help here. I see a little help. Which pile was it in? If it's in this pile, give me a thumbs up. If it's in this pile, give me a heart. If it's in this pile, give me a ha-ha. So again, thumbs up, heart, or ha-ha. Which pile was that card in? I just need a little bit of help here. All right, so it was in this pile. Okay, I was not going to pick that one, but okay, we'll go with that. Here we go. We're going to do it again. Again, I need everyone to really think loud. Think loud as you can. When you see that card, just think loud. That's all I need is you to think really loud. Get those brain waves just screaming out there. Get them screaming, get them yelling. Look for your card. Look for that card. Look for, okay, yeah. Y'all were all yelling at once, and I couldn't focus. I'm sorry. There was just too much information that time. Again, if you give me a little help here, was it in this pile? Give me a thumbs up. This pile, give me a heart. and this pile gave me a ha-ha. So again, thumbs up, heart, ha-ha. Tell me which pile it was in. So it was in the thumbs up pile. Okay, so this pile again. Okay, I'm really not doing well here because I was going to say that third pile. All right, this time, guaranteed I'm going to get it. If y'all cannot be quiet but not be loud, just think about it. Here we go again. Last time. Here we go. Gonna keep thinking. Again, when you see it, just think loud when you see it. The moment you see it, think nice and loud. Think nice and loud. All right. Yeah, there's too much interference. Paige is thinking really loud, and y'all are not thinking quite loud enough, and there just wasn't quite enough going on. Which pile was it in? One more time. I apologize. One more time. We'll get this right. I promise. Give me a thumbs up if it's in this pile, a heart if it's in the second pile, and a ha-ha if it's in the third pile. So give me a thumbs up. So thumbs up. All right. Are you sure it wasn't this pile? I was getting really loud thoughts. Was it in the, no, it was definitely in the thumbs up pile. All right. Well, I don't know how well this is going to work now, but every magician needs a countdown, so we're going to give a countdown here. 5, 4, 3, 2, that's your card. Is that your card? Yeah. So, a lot of that, there are certain magician techniques I was using there. One of them was to do a lot of patter. That's called talking. It's just a fancy way of saying talking. The idea here is I'm kind of distracting you from part of what I'm doing. I'm being a little silly, and I'm kind of entertaining you. So I just kept dealing cards and just putting them away and dealing cards and not talking. It's kind of boring. You want to hear me talking. You want to hear me making jokes. But really at the heart of the whole thing is the math. So let me explain the math to you. So I'm just going to get out one of my handy dandy pieces of paper here. So we started off with 27 cards, and I dealt them out into stacks of 3. So 27 divided by 3 allowed me to quickly sort out, because you picked one of those piles. So that means I went from 27 possible cards to 9 possible cards right off the bat. And then I picked up those piles. When I picked them up, I re-dealt them out. And those 9 cards, once again, got dealt out into 3 piles. You picked out a pile, and that got me down to 3 possible cards. And then I took those 3 cards. When I picked up all those cards, I picked them up in a way to get those 3 cards, divided those 3 out into the piles, and when you told me which pile it was in that last time, I knew which card it was. And it was in the middle position, the 5th position, because each deck has 9 cards in it. So I'm going to show it to you again, but remember, it's this division by 3 that gets us to the actual card. So all you got to do is follow the process, and this will work 100% of the time. You can amaze your friends, amaze your family. So I've got here again 27 cards. I've just kind of dealt them out in advance so they come out in a very particular order. Although it seems I've messed up that part here. Get that arranged right. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sticker here all the way over here on the Ace of Hearts. That way we can remember, we're going to pretend that this was the card that you selected. Remember, you selected a card from the middle, from the 5th position. I then mixed them all up. It doesn't matter where it is. This just happens to be a really easy card for us to follow. So when I dealt them out in 3 stacks, just like this. Now let's just say that you saw it when I dealt it out this way. I'm laying them out this way, the way I didn't do it just so you can see all the cards and you can watch what happens. So you would then tell me that it was this pile that it was in. So we've now eliminated all the clubs, all the diamonds. These 18 cards are gone. It's got to be from this pile. I know your card is somewhere in this pile. So we've gone from 27 cards down to 9 cards. So what I then do is I take the piles, and hopefully don't mess them up, even though I think I just did, but it won't matter. It's still going to work. So I'm going to take, let me just double check here because it will kind of make it a little weird to look at. See, I got the 6 and the 5 mixed up there. The fun of live shots. I want to make sure that all these 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ace, and then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8. Okay, so we know it's in this pile. I put this one in the middle as I gather up all the cards. Whichever pile was chosen, you put it in the middle. Then, when I deal it out the next time, I'm going to deal it out, and you're going to get all the first pile in the first 3. I get the second pile in the second 3, and then I get the third pile in the third 3. So let's remember that I already knew that these 9 cards, the hearts in this case, those 9 cards were the 9 that it's in. Now, I don't need to actually memorize anything because the math will do it for me. Because I already know that I've taken those 9, divided them into 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections, because of the way I picked up the cards and redealt them. So now I know I have 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. So whichever pile is selected takes me down to 3 cards. I went from 27 to 9, 9 down to 3. We know it's this pile. So again, that pile goes in the middle. Now it's time for our third deal. The third deal now. Here we go. So again, we're going to go out and see what's happening here is it's resorting these out. So we knew that it was either going to be the ace, the 4, or the 7 from that pile. We had those 3. So we went from the 27 down to just the hearts, from the hearts down to just those 3, and I redivide out those 3. So one of these piles will have, and if you notice, all of these are in the middle because I kept putting the deck in the middle. Once I know what that final pile is, which would be this one, then it's just a matter of me picking up the cards with this pile going last on the bottom. So basically it's on top of this side. And then I just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, there's your card. That's the math behind this particular trick. So again, in both these cases, for some reason, it ended up always on this side. I'm not sure why it did that. So we're going to do this one more time because really they could end up anywhere in your 3 stacks. I've done this a number of times and it could end up anywhere. So we're going to do it one more time here. And we're going to do it, so same trick, one more time, just so you all can see the whole thing. So again, I start off by talking about that I don't have them in any particular order because you don't need them in any order. You just, mix them up however you want to. You can even hand it to the person, have them mix it up because it doesn't matter. It just doesn't. And so that's one of the great things about this particular trick is that makes the person who's watching feel like they have a lot of power because they have mixed up the deck. You're going to pick a card, any card. In this case, I want everyone to give me again a number between 1 and 27. Any number between 1 and 27 to pick that particular card. So if everyone will just type in a number between 1 and 27, it could even be 1 or 27, it doesn't matter. So we're going to give it a card. We got an 8. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put this one upside down now. So this way you can follow it. So it's the 4 of clubs. We know it's the 4 of clubs. I'm going to mix it up in here with everything else. You know, again, it doesn't matter how it ends up in there. It could end up at the top. It could end up at the bottom. It's kind of near the bottom right now, you know, and then I can cut it a couple times. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. All right, so here we go. So then I'm going to just deal them out. And I'm asking you right now to be thinking loud. And you can do any kind of pattern that you want. So there's my 4. Any kind of pattern that you want in order to make them think that you're trying to get you're trying to read their minds, or you're trying to like watch them, you're staring at them the whole time. I'm paying attention to you, I'm not even looking at the cards. Because that's one of the really neat things you can do about this. You can stare at the camera the entire time, or the person. I'm looking at a camera. You can stare at the person the entire time, not even look at the cards, and still do this trick. And so then they would tell you, well, and then it's like, well, I was watching you. You got a really good poker face. I couldn't follow you. Which deck was it? Well, it's in the middle one. Okay, so the middle one. So then what I will do is I will then grab both of these. I put the one that was chosen in the middle, this one on the top, redeal it. So again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, there it is. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, you're giving some sort of pattern. You're talking to them. So again, unlike the first time that we did it, where they all ended up here, and even the second time where they all ended up here, this one traveled from the middle over to here. So then you would tell me, okay, it's this one. All right. So then I might grab these 2, put them down. Again, that one goes in the middle. This one goes on top. Final time. I've done it twice now, so the third time, and we're going to count this time. We're going to do the first row 1, second row 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Here it comes. 5, 2, 3. It will always be one of those 3. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3. Everyone tells me, no, I don't get it. I can't follow you. Which pile is it in? Okay, it's in this pile. So this is one of the great versions of it, because it's traveled from this pile to this pile to this pile. There's no way I could possibly know where it is. And all I have to do is grab these 2 first, the 2 that weren't picked, put them on top of this one, turn it over, and then count. 5, 4, 3, 2. There it is. It works every single time. It's a simple math trick, because all we're doing is we're taking 27 cards and dividing it by 3 times. So 27, where's my numbers? Here we go. So the first time I took 27 cards, divided into 3 columns, I get 9. Those 9 cards get divided into 3 different columns because of the way we deal it. So that takes us down to 3 cards. Those 3 cards, which are in the middle of each stack, because I put that particular stack in the middle, now is divided into 3 stacks, and that then tells me, once you pick that stack, I know the 5th card in that stack is your card. I don't need to ever learn your card. I don't ever have to pick out your card. I can do the whole thing blindfolded and still end up with the right. I just need someone to tell me, or hand me which stack it was that it was in. But you could do it, with your eyes shut, and it will work every single time. So that's a fun little math trick. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram. I'd love to see you do this trick and see the reaction from people that you do it to, just to see how they respond to it. So make sure to share that with us on Instagram or Facebook. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel, where, for those of you who didn't get to see this live, can check it out again. Or if you did see it live and you want to refresh yourself on this, we will be posting this on our YouTube channel. So make sure to like our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. That way you get all of our videos and notifications about all of our videos. We appreciate it. Again, my name is Mr. O. I am at the ConocoPhillips Math Lab, who is sponsoring this particular card trick today that I just demonstrated to you. Remember, We're expecting everyone to come out starting June 8th. We are reopening. We are so excited. We want to see everyone here. You don't have to come out on June 8th. You can come out on the 9th and the 10th, or just come out every single day. We're so excited to have everyone come back. Me especially. I always look forward to seeing everyone wandering our galleries, having a great time, getting to see and do everything. So please come back out. We appreciate it all. Thank you so much for joining us today. Take care. Bye-bye.